me out. I'm E.
I'm D.
And today we're back at it. You know it. I'm just kidding. I'm going to sound a little more excited. More excited than Courtney. Yes, we're going to talk about Courtney, but also Kim. We're going to talk about the Kim versus Courtney feud over the years. Like, we're on season 4 of The Kardashians, and they're still at it. They're getting nastier. So I think we can all like assess and know that this is deeper than
Dolce.
Dolce, deeper than Dolce. You know, Keeping Up was a whole 20 seasons. We're now on season 4 of the Hulu version of the Kardashians. So that's
Right.
24 seasons of drama, family fights, well, sister rivalries or fights or whatever. So
Mhm.
we just kind of want to understand like what has gotten them to this point.
Right.
We're going to talk about, I guess, a few big instances where, fights were nasty over
Mhm.
the years. So yeah, let's get started. Kim and Kourtney Kardashian have had their fair share of on-camera disagreements over the years, and fans of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, have watched Kim and Kourtney repeatedly go head-to-head since the early days of their hit reality TV series, which began in 2007. How long is that?
Years.
That is a long, long time. So, over 15 years later, the sisters have continued to feud, with viewers now watching the drama unfold on the family's Hulu show, The Kardashians. The timeline of Kim and Kourtney's beef includes years of yelling, cursing, and even physical altercations, which makes it, when it got physical, I actually got really, really sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about 9 memorable.
The next conflict is the Christmas card conflict from season 15 of Keeping Up. In 2018, it kicked off with one of Kim and Kourtney's most infamous feuds to date. Kim was trying to work around everyone's different schedules and plan a day for them to have a photo shoot for the family Christmas card. However, she was having difficulty adhering to Kourtney's request. Kourtney remarked, "I'm leaving at 4 p.m. and I don't care what anyone says." Kim expressed that she was supposed to have a meeting at that time, and Kourtney encouraged her to have her meeting at 7 a.m. instead. The disagreement then got heated, with Kim repeatedly telling her older sister to get the F out of here and go. The Skin founder continued, "No one wants you in the effing shoot. I'm planning it. I'm planning the shoot. So we don't want you in the shoot." Kris Jenner chimed in and agreed with Kim that Kourtney was being annoying, and the sisters continued to go back and forth. In a quote that quickly became an online meme, Kim said, "Maybe if you had a business that you were passionate about, then you would know what it takes to run an effing business, but you don't. So don't even act like you know what I'm talking about." After Kourtney left the room, Kim famously referred to her as the least exciting to look at. She continued, "She doesn't do ish. She doesn't know what it's like to actually have effing work to do." I mean,
That's one of my favorite
it,
scenes.
yeah. Okay. So the way that this is kind of outlined, it seems Kim is trying to work with everyone's schedules, right? And that's hard. That is hard to manage. When you got multiple people trying to manage their schedules, it is hard to get something to come together. So for Kourtney to be completely unaccommodating and wanting things to be in her way, her whole thing, like that was a little bit much. Because had it been Kourtney the one planning everything and Kim like having this crazy schedule, what would Kourtney have done? Kourtney probably would have just said, "Well, you don't got to be a part of it," and that's it. Moved on. She would have done her own thing. Kim
Hmm.
is still trying to get her to be a part of it until the point that she loses it and it's just like done with her. And like I get that perspective. I get that she was like over it by that point with Kourtney. Because Kourtney was not even really trying to be accommodating. But I feel like what probably made it even worse was having Kris agree with Kim. Because it's
Yeah.
like, why? Why are you getting in the middle of that?
But she was being difficult because they were
No, she
all there,
was.
like, talking about it or whatever. And she says, "I'm leaving at 4 and I don't care what anyone says." Like that, I feel like is very typical Courtney
Yeah.
behavior. well, I'm doing this and I don't care,
Yeah.
deal with it, work around my schedule.
Right.
And, it's not mentioned here, but I think that episode also said, well, wouldn't you want, or, well, actually, let me backtrack. It was like Courtney say, well, I want to put my kids to bed and spend time with them and this is and that. And Kim's rebuttal was, well, this is a photo shoot with your family and kids. Wouldn't you want that?
Yeah.
So,
It was too much.
all right, guys, that concludes today's video. That was 9 instances of Kim versus Courtney feuds.
Right.
Plus, we didn't even touch on the latest one, which is kind of still reminiscent of,
I know.
the Dolce drama. But let us know what you think. Did your perception change now? Is Courtney the problem? Is Kim the problem? Are they both the problem? Yes, they are. But whose side are you on? Please tell me Kim's, because Courtney is wilding out. And I don't mean it in a Nick Cannon kind of way. So if you haven't already done so, please subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Also, please share our videos. We're trying to grow our community and we're happy to report that we have. So your friends could be our friends and we could all be friends. And that would be, a great feeling. We love interacting with you guys in the comments and, phone calls, whatever, however we talk to you guys. We also have social media, which Dee will tell you about.
We're on Instagram and TikTok at Hear Me Out DNE. You guys can follow us there, like, share, comment. We do and definitely enjoy having our interactions with you guys.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Bye.
Bye-bye.